Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the Metriner channel. I am Marcus, bringing you another video for Cardfight Vanguard Overdress. We have a lot of stuff being reviewed for the Tuesday stream, but of course most of them are not really related to Cardfight Vanguard itself. It's more on the anime record of Ragnarok, as well as I think there's a few merchandise being revealed as well. I mean, all of us don't really care about that. In any case, we actually have the new Dark States Rideline for DBT05, and it's actually really not bad. But then again, there's still a lot of support that has not been revealed for this Dark State Rideline, but as of now, it's slightly underpowered. Let's take a look. Now, of course, since it is a new Rideline, of course, we will have the starter. One with Profound Mercy Chaos. The first time I actually saw this card, I thought to myself, this Chaos guy looks like Dark State's Jesus. You know, with the T-posing as well as the Crown of Thorns. Yeah, Dark State Jesus. In any cases, he's just a generic starter, nothing much to talk about. We're gonna skip this. The Great One, in the Calm Street Chaos. Auto, when this unit is rode upon by Quagmire of Solace Chaos, reveal 2 cards from the top of your deck, put all normal units from among them into your soul, and put the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. He also has the Glitter skill. Since this is a Dark States deck, the soul is everything for Dark States. No matter which deck you're playing, Barrow, Bruce, or Greedon, you need to have a lot of soul to achieve certain skills. The best example will be Barrow Magnus. Now with Chaos, it's actually a little bit different. Rather than mindlessly soul charging like the other 3 Dark States deck, you actually could selectively soul charge from the top of your deck, which is miles better than random soul charging. I mean, of course, if you soul charge the over trigger, it feels bad, right? But although it's miles better, it's still not as great, because if you check top 2 and there's a over trigger in those 2, it gets sent to the bottom of the deck. And since we do not actually have things or skills that basically shuffle the deck, yeah, that over trigger is staying at the bottom of the deck. Also, since we do not have all of the support being revealed for DBT05, I think there's a possible of soul 2 boxing support, be it put to your hand or superior card to the rear guard, or basically just exchange card with your hand to the soul, like how Shahara did in G era, I think. So yeah, that's basically it for the Great One. Moving on to the Great 2. Quagmire of Solace Chaos. Auto, when this unit is rode upon by approaching Fangs Chaos, soul charge 1. If the soul charge card was a trigger unit, draw a card. If it was a normal unit, choose up to 1 card from your soul and call it to the rear guard, also with the Glitter skill. So this card is basically a plus no matter which type of card you soul charge, be it either a draw or from the soul. But then again, if you soul charge a order card, that's basically it, just that you don't get to draw or superior call anything from the soul. So it's a little bit like very iffy. Chaos does not really need like loads amount of soul in a short period of time. I mean, when we go into the Great 3, maybe it does, but just that at the moment there's no like real meaning to excessively soul charge, because I mean, we don't really have all of the support yet. There's possible like 2 boxing from the card, there's possible 2 boxing from the soul, but then again, we still don't know yet. Maybe we still need to wait for more supports to be revealed for Dark States. But then again, it's actually really good. This is basically a dark irregular deck. Moving on to the Great 3. Approaching Fangs Chaos. Active Vanguard Circle once per turn. Cost Counterblast 1. Discard a card from your hand. Look at the 3 cards on the top of your deck. Choose a card from among them. Put it into your hand. Choose up to 1 unit card from among them. Call it a Vanguard Circle. And put the rest into your soul. Second skill. Auto. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your soul has 8 or more cards with different card names, choose one of your rear guards. It gets 10k power until the end of turn. If your soul has 13 or more cards with different card names, choose all of your rear guards instead of 1. Also the Glitter skill. Now this Chaos being the Great 3 boss unit is somewhat not bad, I would say. You basically counterblast 1, discard 1 to check the top 3, put any one of those cards into your hand, put 1 to soul and call 1 to rear guard. So it's basically a 1-for-1 exchange while increasing your soul count. Based on whatever is in your soul, you can basically just manipulate in order for you to achieve the 8 different soul count as well as 13 different cards soul count. So All in all, the first skill is actually quite strong. You're able to change a dead card in your hand for maybe more shield and a rearguard, as well as manipulate your soul in order to achieve the second skill. It's actually not too bad. The 8 or more different card name is actually doable on your first grade 3 ride turn, but then again, you will need to run a lot of cards to soul charge. And of course, with existing support, it's very much doable. It's still quite a bit of challenge because we don't really know what the other support looks like for Chaos. For 13 or more, it's a little bit challenging. With existing support, of course, you could run Pandemonium Tactics to achieve the 13 soul count faster, but the problem is that once you get duplicates, you will need to commit even more cards in order to soul charge a different card that is already in your soul. So it's, at the moment, it's actually really challenging, and I guess there's possibly a double R to help with this card, because at this moment it's actually really underpowered at this point after some preliminary testing. Of course, this is without any DBT05 support. Overall, it's still not too bad, and you might think to yourself, hey, is this a 3-attack deck? Well, we have Cool Hit, Executor, Mikani. Although when this unit is placed on rearguard circle, cost Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your opponent's rearguard with the same grade as the card Soul Blast for this cost and retire. Glitter, Chaos. Of course, he's going to be tied to the Chaos Rideline. Although once per turn, when your Vanguard attacks, if your soul has 8 or more cards with different card names, stand this unit. So of course, we see this being a attack extender for the whole Chaos deck. The retire one based on whatever grade that was Soul Blast for the cost is a little bit too much, because you're basically playing one Counter Blast, and depends on what your opponent's field has, your soul might not have that grade. I mean, yeah, grade 0, 1, 2, and 3 it's in there. I mean, yeah, grade 0, 1, 2 is in there, but grade 3 is not necessarily be in there. And what's more, you will need to take into account that you need to have at least 8 cards with different card name. So soul blasting even one of those is going to be really detrimental, as you do not really know what the next soul charge is going to be. So it's a bit of a hit and miss. This skill lets you only retire one. It's kind of expensive if you ask me. However, with the second skill of Mikani, it basically makes the whole Chaos deck a 4 to 5 attack deck. It's really insane. But the fact that this card goes to soul after it stands, it's a minus at this point. So I don't know. For now, we don't really know the whole support. The whole Chaos deck does need more supports to be reviewed. Also, yeah, possible Soul Superior Calling. There's a reason why this card goes to Soul after he uses skill. There's a reason for it. We're just gonna have to wait for more Dark States card to be revealed. Moving on, we actually have some peanut butter support. Skull Witch Nemain. Yes, I know this video is supposed to be a Chaos video, but then again, these two cards were revealed, so why not? Continuous rearguard circle during your turn. If you have a Vanguard with Blaster in its card name, this unit gets power +5. Second skill, auto. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, if your Vanguard's clan is only Shadow Paladin, cost Counterblast 1 and put 1 card from your hand into your soul and draw 2 cards. Going from a grade 2 from the OG to a grade 1 to the V, and then go to grade 2 in the D. Okay, at least she's not 3k power. The 5k power gain is like whatever, because she's just a 10k even with this skill. So and plus most likely she's gonna die to Phantom Blaster Overlord anyway. I mean Peanut Butter Overlord anyway. So yeah, it's like whatever. And the funny thing is that this card is only restricted to a peanut butter deck because of the whole, if your Vanguard clan is only Shadow Paladin. I guess this is basically Bushiroad's way of restricting player to not play this card in either Hexa or Bastion, as well as Blaster Blade deck. I guess it makes sense to put that restriction, but it's kind of weird if you ask me. This allows you to accelerate Peanut Butter Overlord rather than to wait for the 4th turn to be active. Nemain is a key component for you to run Peanut Butter Overlord in your right deck instead of being in the deck, because Peanut Butter Overlord is not a grade 4, he's a grade 3. So, and of course there's a specific skill which require you to have Peanut Butter Dragon in the soul in order to activate. So with Nemain, you're able to Counterblast 1 and put that Peanut Butter Dragon to the soul, and also draw 2, could therefore enables Peanut Butter Overlord to activate that skill, which is super nice. Of course, Peanut Butter Dragon. Not only that, Nemain actually provides you with soul as well as some hand resources. not too bad if you ask me. Next, of course, is Peanut Butter Overlord himself. Continuous Vanguard Circle. If your soul has a Phantom Blaster Dragon, this unit gets critical +1. Very typical Phantom Blaster skill. Auto Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks, cost, retire 2 of your rearguards, choose a Blaster Dart from your soul or drop. Call it to Rearguard Circle. And if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, that call unit and this call unit gets 10k power until the end of turn. As mentioned before, Peanut Butter Overlord could be played in the right deck because he's a grade 3. And as mentioned before, you could combo Nemain to put the Peanut Butter Dragon into the soul to therefore activate the +1 critical skill. And as opposed to Peanut Butter Dragon, where you need to pay like a Counterblast and retire or something to get the critical, the critical on Peanut Butter Overlord is actually free, which is super nice. You just need Peanut Butter Dragon in their soul, that's it. The differences between Peanut Butter Overlord as well as Peanut Butter Dragon is that you're basically trading away board control for more attacks, because Peanut Butter Overlord lets you Superior Call a Blaster Dart from your soul or drop to the Rearguard Circle, meaning that this whole deck will be a 4 attack deck. Also, since Cater Sanctuary has stuff that basically lets you check the top of your deck, and of course Charon also lets you check the top of your deck, you could consider using Blaster Dart skill to increase his own drive if you know the overtrigger is on top of your deck. So I mean, it's not too far-fetched, it's still possible and it's still doable, but then it just basically comes down to RNG. The support for Peanut Butter is actually not too bad. It could be better, but at this point it's not too bad. And that is all for this video. Do let me know down in the comment section of what do you think of Kheios as well as Peanut Butter. I mean, peanut butter is really delicious, don't get me wrong. Do like and subscribe if you like this video, and of course do ring the bell notification icon so that you don't miss a video I upload. With that being said, I'll see you all on the field.